Clinton Aviation, which was a flight school in Denver. So I had a great flight. I went home and I checked it out, and then I asked my mother, she kind of ran the kids, and I said, Mom, I really enjoyed my flight, and I said, what would you think? Would it be okay with you if I took a couple of flying lessons? And she said, oh, that's foolish, first thing she said. And I didn't let that stop me. I said, well, just a couple and see if I like it. I said, I'll pay for them myself. And she said, well, okay. And so then I started my flying lessons. And I loved it right off the bat. And I was taking them, and I probably had 5 or 6 flying lessons. And my mother would say once in a while, well, are you still taking those flying lessons? And I'd always say, well, just a couple of more, Mom, just a few more. And I got to the point where I was making my own takeoffs, and landings. You work up to it. And one day the flight instructor got out of the airplane, and he said, and he had gone around the pattern, they call it a traffic pattern, with me about 3 times. And then we pulled over, and he said, let's pull over here and stop. And so he pulled over and stopped. And he said, and he got out of the airplane, he said, you're going to go solo now. Then he's solo for the first time. And he made sure my seatbelt was fastened. And he said, and I wasn't too, in my mind I was thinking, really? And then he said, I want you to go around the traffic pattern, make 2 landings, and then come back and pick me up, where I left him off. So I went around the pattern, I made 2 touch-and-go landings. A touch-and-go landing is when you land and then take off again, right from that point. And so I made that, and I came back and picked him up, and it was really one of the most exciting things in my whole life, is being in the airplane for the first time, all by myself.